So welcome everybody. This is your favorite family member, Uncle Mike, and we are here for another episode of Let's Talk About It. As you can see, I have co-hosts again. So the last time I recorded, we didn't have any co-hosts. I just did my own little 1-2 number and brought you guys a quality episode. Back, worked out some more kinks, newer materials, and I'm still in the same place Dexter grinds. We actually now have a sound right behind us. I mean, Let's Talk About It is really moving up, with props and places and venues. So, so I thank you guys for always supporting and listening and sharing and sending questions. I really do appreciate you all. So, here to my right, maybe your left, we have Boo Boo, or should I say Ariel? I'm sorry. Which one should I say? Okay, so we call her Boo Boo, but her name is Ariel. She is a current resident of Detroit, Michigan. She is a Central State University alum. What is it? Is it alumni or alum? You know how like they say?
For the girls, right? I mean, just alum.
Okay, so we'll just.
I think alumni are get technical, but I can also be lying. So
yeah, I don't know. So we have alumni Ariel here. You want to say anything to the people, or?
I'm just excited about being a guest.
Okay.
Today, so,
okay.
Appreciate you contacting
me
and reaching out to me. So I'm excited.
Okay. All right. And then to my left, maybe your right, we have Nakiya. Nakiya, I am really, again, another Central State alum.
Shout out to class of 2012.
Yeah, yes. She is not a current resident of Detroit, but she was born and raised in Detroit. She currently lives in Atlanta. So I haven't actually been to the place, but from the pictures, it looks like she got a little money by the from where she stays at. So yeah, nice little open space.
Nice little setup.
Yeah. So listen to Nakiya, you want to say anything to the people?
No, just like I guess I'm picking up what Ariel said. Like I'm super excited. I think you're perfect for this type of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm excited to see what this is gonna be about.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. So we'll see. And I don't really get nervous.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all nervous.
I don't know what's gonna come out your mouth.
If I know you two like I think I know you two, y'all don't have a problem with talking.
Nah.
Y'all don't have a problem with expressing your opinion, and that's all what this is about.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to get started. So this topic is called social media laws. So what that means is that when laws. So you have your laws that we have here in the United States. Or let's say 10 commandments. Let's bring it to 10 commandments. Those are things that you shouldn't do. Or those are things that are, kind of cast out. So we're going to bring that to as far as social media. We're going to talk about, when is it too soon to post your mate or your significant other? What happens if your best friend don't like your post? What happens if what happens if people who you think support you don't like a video or don't share a video? A number of different things. So let's see here. The first question we would bring up is, what does social media confirm? So there is a statement like that. If it isn't on social media, it isn't true. If it isn't on social media, then we didn't see it. I think that there's a two-way fold to that thing, because a lot of times, as far as social media, like we keep things, or at least some people, they keep things private because they don't want the world to know, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not true. It's just not public knowledge. So how do you feel about that? Because I have this theory. So I have my reception coming up in June. And while my reception will not be posted public, I know that I'm going to get certain feedback like, why we didn't know about it. Maybe, I haven't talked to you in 8 years, or, maybe I just really forgot about, sending an invite or adding you to a group or sending you a link so on and so forth. So what do you guys think how do you feel about that law that if it isn't on social media, it's not true? Oh, y'all don't have your mics on.
Shut up. Oh, we supposed to have them on?
Yeah, so let me hear you.
I thought you meant they weren't on, like they're not recording.
Nope. But they should still have been able to hear you. You got it?
Maybe because if I put it too close to my mouth, I'm loud. That's good.
It should be good.
Okay, I'll keep this on.
All right. So what we got? What does social media confirm, or does it not mean anything? And we place too much emphasis or importance on it.
Okay. So in general, I tend to be a very private person. Like, I'm the kind of person where I'm just a private person. Like, there are a few people who are close to me who know in most things, I'm a black or white type person. It's either all or nothing. So I have a couple people who are really close to me who know all of my business. I'm talking about all of it. And then I have, people who are not as close who don't probably know very little, or they know very surface level things. And so my social media kind of operates in the same. Like, I try to be as authentic as possible. There are two different facets to me. Like, I can be ghettoist of the ghettoist, but then I also have a very, very professional job. And so I think that I try to make sure that my social media reflects both. Whether it's just me hanging out with my friends, because I'm totally a different person, the same as I am, but just a different side of me when I'm with my friends. So when it comes to, I guess, confirmation of me, I want my social media to confirm who I am.
Yeah.
And so I don't necessarily, and now I've learned that when it comes to relationships, I tell my family this too. Like, you guys will probably never meet another person I date until
I'm
about to walk down the aisle. And so when it comes to my social media, I'm very I've become, and even when I was in a relationship and I did post, it was still very sparing because that was such you protect the things that are important to you. And I never want people to. I'm also one of those people where your opinion of me is low. Like, it's a couple people's opinion of me matters, and then everybody else is like, it's pretty low. So I think that I don't want your opinion, and I don't need it. And so I hope that my social media reflects that. Like, so I don't necessarily worry about the word confirm so much as I worry about me being authentic.
Okay.
Very, very much authentic in who I am. So I guess that's my overall view on it. But I get how people are like, you know what? I want to post something, you're in a relationship, you're like, okay, I want to post it.
Yeah.
So for some people, it is like, okay,
how many likes can I get?
How do my friends and family feel about it? It is that type of conversation. And I understand that. I understand that feeling as well. That's just not necessarily how I feel.
People always, and I'm gonna let you go. People always say, like, I don't care what people think about me. And for the most part, I understand that statement.
It's a lie, though.
It's a lie because
a little bit.
Because it's important what people think about you is most likely what you put out. So if what you put out, and when they tell you that what you're putting out is toxic, you need to hear that.
Sometimes you really do.
You need to hear that. You said another thing too that I wanted to mention. You said, like, as far as posting your significant other, bringing them around. So as you all know, my wife and I, we didn't post pictures, or no one knew we was dating. Maybe like up until we made it concrete that we were in a relationship. And then even now to this day, like when I am on social media, I find myself like, dang, I don't want to post this because I don't want people to think like I'm trying to put this in their face, or like that I'm trying to portray a happiness that I am, but I don't want to try to put this or say, hi, look at us, we got a couple, or we consider.
But isn't that crazy? Like, how we think about we don't want to post how happy we are because we don't want people to like, look at them, they look happy. Are they really happy?
Yes.
Like, it's always
or end up in a group
like,
chat.
Judgment.
You'll hear that like this picture was in a group chat.
That's there's so many things I'll be like, ooh, let me screenshot this now. But that's just gonna happen, and I'm sure I've shown up in group chats before. You know, like, I'm sure it just happens. You know, and there's no shame or no reward in that. It's just it's the life we live. It's the social media.
I feel like once you post it, you put it out there to potentially get a screenshot. It's like
a reaction or
if you want to post this and this is you're taking a chance. Like I know that. Sometimes I post stuff and people are like, what? And it's just like, I know when I'm posting it, I can get this comment, that comment. People can say whatever, but it's how you respond.
Little thirst trap.
So it's like, but it's just like when I'm posting it, I gotta know, I gotta walk into it like, okay, I have the potential of people trying to slide into the DMs, whatever. But it's all about how you approach it and how you react to it. And it's just like at the end of the day, I know that somebody might be like, girl, look at this girl. Like, but it's just like, if I feel like I'm being my authentic self and I'm being myself and I really don't, who cares? Like,
and you said something really important too. I think because that's the thing about social media. Like, I don't think people understand the responsibility that comes with social media presence. Like, when you post something online, it's no longer yours. Like, people will post on Facebook posts like, this isn't up for debate. Then keep it to your damn self. Right. Because I'm about to debate you sound crazy. We're debating. We're definitely debating. Like it's I think people don't understand that responsibility and accountability that comes along with who you are. And for me, I had to start, even though I don't necessarily own a business or that kind of thing, I start thinking about it as a brand. Like, when it has a lot to do with reaction. Like, you have to think about yourself. Like, whatever I put out there is my brand. Nakiya's brand.
Absolutely.
Or Kichi's brand.
You are your brand.
Your brand. So it's like, we have to take responsibility and accountability for that. You can't just be like, I put it out there. Like you said, when you said, if I have to expect that if I post some pictures, certain people gonna come in my DMs. It just comes with the territory.
You can't be like, oh my God, these people be so thirsty. Like, no, what did you think? What did you think was gonna happen? Like, what do you think? Like,
exactly.
And that comes up. And it comes with it, and people just be like, you know what? None of this is gonna happen. No, you post that. Be accountable for what you just did. Right. That's just it. So to go back to the question.
But that's the point. Because we're talking about it. Let's talk.
Shameless plug.
Right. See what I did? Gotcha.
But so confirmation for me, I don't think it's just a confirmation. If anything, it's a confirmation of my brand.
Absolutely. Okay. And did you answer, or did we go all around it?
We all around it, but in a sense, I agree. I agree with what Nakiya says. Like, I don't feel like. I mean, a lot of people do want confirmation, but at the end of the day, it's just like, do you really I don't know. Do you you want? Some people want confirmation, but do you really need it at the end of the day? Because it's either you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for others. So it's just you can't be like, oh, if it's not on Instagram or if it's not on social media, then it's not real. It's just it is what it is. You posted it for yourself, or you don't gotta worry about what other people do.
Which is really hard though, because every time I do post something though, I do think of who's going to see it, or what's going to be their interpretation of it, or if I'm out and I'm at the club or something like that, and I post a video, and I wonder well, what if my pastor sees this? And even though, let me tell you this, I mean, maybe back in college. But as of right now, maybe for the last 10 or so years, you can probably, let's say 7. About the last 7 years, you will never see me on Facebook or any social media with a bottle in my hand. You'll never see me on social media with a cup that looks like liquor in my hand.
That looks like
I mean, and not saying that I do or I don't indulge. That's up to you to decide. But I'm just saying, you would not know that based off my social media because I don't put that out there.
That's your brand.
That's my brand. And as far as a lot of people who are on social media, I can think of people who be on there, having little smoke sessions, and again, I'm not knocking nothing that nobody do because behind closed doors, you don't know what I do or what any of us do, so we can't judge. But what is the point of putting that out there? Is my thing. So that leads me to my next question. So when you have people who follow you, as far as certain like your church people or maybe people
Family
your
members.
employers or different things like that, like so does that monitor what you post, or you like you said you don't add them because of that reason? Like do you block them and be like, you know, this is my page and what I put up here, I shouldn't have to be held accountable for, even though we've all said we are our brands. But like, do you not add those people because of those reasons?
Ooh.
Anybody?
I don't add my employees.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't add my employees.
The people that work under you.
Right.
Okay.
I don't add them only because most of the time, most of the people who work under me are first off older than me.
Okay.
You know, that's the first thing. The second thing is, I never want them to. It's not even like. It has nothing to do with me being like ashamed or anything of like what I'm doing on social media or anything, because I'm crazy with them. You know, like, well, not crazy, but just like I'm me.
Your
I'm like,
personality.
with them.
Yeah.
I'm my personality. You know, like so. But at the same time, I draw professional boundaries, and so that's the reason why I don't add them or I don't allow them to follow me or whatever, because there has to be a level of professionalism, and I need you to know that while we can keep being at work all the time, and I'm always very pleasant and very nice, and you know, try to keep it, you know, not, I don't want to say casual, but I try to keep an open door policy. But at the same time, there has to be a professional line.
Yes, it does.
So when it comes to work, there's always a professional person.
Okay.
But when it comes to like everybody else,
Church or anything, no?
yeah, because my church family, they're like, I go to a non-denominational church, and it's a young crowd, you know, they're very current, I would say. It's very current. So that doesn't really bother me. They all are there and they see me or whatever, but and like I said, for the most part, I try to be who I am in person.
In front of them as well as
online. So they're not shocked or surprised or anything either. And not to say that there is anything shocking or surprising, but I do think when it comes professionally, it's probably the only time where I'm like drawing the boundary. Nope.
Yeah.
So that's probably really the only time where there's
That's fair. There's some employees who I look like, and I have some, not employees, because I don't have anybody that works up under me. I told you she got a little money. But like so people who are my colleagues, I guess is the word I'm trying to say. I have some people who are allowed to follow me or who I follow, but then I have some I just skip right past them. And I don't know why. I just think because maybe I'm not as close to them at work, so why do we need to follow each other on social media? But I mean, that's that case. But you work in a school setting.
right. Yeah.
And let me tell you something about these teachers. So, like back in the day when I went to school, like we had
Teachers didn't look like this.
right. So teachers, one, did not look like this, and then two, we just held this.
They were old, sweet.
Yeah, they were like older, and we just thought that teachers, you know, kind of like all had it together. We thought they had a lot of money, and I'm not saying that you don't have a lot of money or that you don't have it together. But what I'm saying is that like this is my homie, so I know her, and that's not the perception of teachers that I was brought up on or that I assume. So you how do you feel about that?
First of all, I always get that comment like, you a teacher?
Yeah.
You hate somebody's kids?
Right.
You okay? Look, teachers gotta have a life.
Yeah, exactly.
We deal with our kids all day, and then we gotta have a release. But like as far as like my following on social media, I do have like my older family members on like a restricted basis.
Okay. So you actually change their settings and stuff?
Yeah, I have settings.
Wow.
I have settings set up like because
That close friends comes in handy.
Yeah, close friends on Instagram.
I never use any of those.
And then
Maybe that's a woman thing.
and then also with like my stories.
Yeah.
So my posts, I moderate my posts, but my stories might be a little bit more, a little spicy.
Yeah.
Because it's short. It's on there for a short time being.
Exactly.
It goes away, and so like on Instagram and mainly Facebook, that's where I have the most family. I have it to where my aunts, uncles, older relatives are black.
Yeah.
Because not because I'm embarrassed, but I'm just like, okay, auntie don't get to see all that. Because I don't, they always make the comments like, you like, nobody understands me. They're like,
baby,
yo, auntie knows, like, we don't need.
That's not what
That's not what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even need those comments. So I just, I monitor and I do have certain settings, but other than that, like, I don't do coworkers. Well, I do coworkers that I have like a good relationship with. Like if I have a close relationship with them. Because I always have coworkers because I'm a very bubbly person. I'm a very personable person. Like they want to be my friend. They want to be my friend on social media. So it's just like, okay, we can be friends.
See what you wearing.
I don't want.
These two are very fashionable too. Very fashionable.
Don't judge me right now. A little bit of going on right now.
So like I don't want
hair
them
appointment.
birthday. But I don't want them to see everything. So I always have a really bad I always have a lot of parents that want to follow me for some reason too.
Because their daddies want you. That's why.
I have had dads that have like tried to. Like, how do you even find me?
Yeah.
That sounds very crazy.
Yeah, it does.
But it's so weird how it's easy. Social media is so easy. I know this because it's this very cute IT guy at my job, and I typed him into Google so quick and boom, popped up. Anyway, but it's easy. It's very easy to find people.
So I've had like parents try to request me, like not even just like dads, just parents in general. Period.
But is it like to ask questions about their child, or is it really to like
it's really
come to
parent teacher conference?
Yeah,
you have my email.
They try to like act like we're friends. I don't know. It's because like with me being a younger teacher, and then like these parents, us kind of being closer in age, it's just like and then like I said, I'm a very personable person. So when they come in, I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I'll have conversations with them. But we're not friends. So it's just like I don't want to, like Nakiya said, I don't want to cross that personal, boundary that I have to set with you because I don't want, excuse me, I don't want you to see what I did on Saturday night, then come in on Monday morning like I saw you. It's not that.
With me, you're gonna have a rude awakening.
Like
we're gonna. I'm sorry, excuse me. We're talking about the email I sent you.
We're talking about how your baby was acting today. Like I'm not trying to talk about. And I've run into parents in social settings before. That's so awkward.
Like
oh my
God!
Out, and you like turn to the head. And I'm like, so how was this day? Like, you have a drink in my
Right.
That literally just happened to me yesterday. I was at the airport. Mind you, my flight left at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so it had to be like 5:45, 6 o'clock. I'm at the airport, and I bumped into one of my colleagues, and as soon as I said good morning, he was like, "Oh, did you see that email?" No, sir. Actually, I let my work phone die.
Right, exactly.
No, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm off. You're not talking.
I'm off work. Yes.
So yeah, I get it.
Wow, I would be embarrassed. So, a few years ago, I was teaching in Pontiac, and I was teaching in a high school setting. So, like now, when I'm out, I know, right? So now, like when I'm out, I run into a lot of my students. Yes, I run into a lot of my students, and I be looking at you like, I know you from somewhere, but of course, I would never think like, damn, I was your student, I was your teacher. Like, I would never think that would be the case, but that has happened a lot of times.
Do you question yourself like that? Like, why am I in the same place?
I have sometimes, and then like I'll realize it. But it's still like when I go out and we're in the same kind of settings, like even just our interactions are completely different. Like, they may be really turned, and I'm 30 turned. It's a difference between 30 turned and a difference between 22 and 24 turned. Take me a little longer time to recover and so on and so forth. But
Don't say that,
I know.
I'm not looking forward.
I know. Yeah. Is today your birthday?
No, it's on Monday.
Okay.
No, the 16th.
Nakiya is celebrating her birthday.
Yeah, I'll be 30.
Yes.
I'm actually really excited though.
I can't believe we're all turning 30
Yeah.
this year. Not all.
Wild.
Yeah, I'm over 30.
Right,
Yeah.
it's wild. It's so wild.
Yeah.
I don't feel
Because you're in what, March?
April.
You're in April, yeah. Yep. So
Aries.
same. Yep. Both 30.
Yeah.
It's a running joke. With like me and Kyle and a few other people, like when we see like these people, even though we have become closer, we become real friends. We always be like, we raised them. Like,
oh my God.
Because when they came to Central State, like, we were sneaking them into the bars. We were.
I was just about to say, I might agree.
We
were in the Legion Young.
Yes. I mean, when we would make our little liquor runs, we would go and get them their bottles
and
everything
like that. I
like
think I learned how to like hang out by our older peers. Like, so I get it
a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we have kids.
I know. Yeah. I know. Right. So now let's go into this. As far as in a relationship on social media, I have a fraternity brother, and I have friends. Period. Who'll be like, my wife, my girlfriend, we don't follow each other.
You have a wife and a girlfriend?
No, I'm saying like.
Well, actually,
I mean, that's not far fetched. Yeah. We me and my girlfriend, we don't follow. And or wife. Okay. We don't follow each other. Or because, and I don't get it either. But then I'll see. I told y'all I watch.
Your girlfriend, you know why?
Yeah, well, no, not. Well, I mean that in a certain, that's another story. But as far as like, you post something and then somebody, again. So let me give you an example. Me and my wife, we do follow each other, but say for instance, we don't follow each other. Me and Ari or me and Nakiya, we're close. Under the bottom of my picture, they'll put a heart eyes, or they'll put like the heart eyes with the kiss on, and so on and so forth. I have done that probably to some of their pages. I can think I'll put that, and I have a wife, but some people will feel like you shouldn't do that, and because you shouldn't do the person in the other relationship, the other person in the relationship, feel like that you should not do that because that's considered flirting. So what's considered flirting, or is flirting such a broad topic that people say, well, I'm not going to let them follow me so that they don't even see what's going on.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. The two people who are in a relationship not following each other, I think that is, with all due respect, crazy.
Yep.
Like, I think the idea that you feel like you can't follow your significant other says more about the relationship than it does about the platform.
Okay.
So let me first say that. And so I would encourage anybody who feels like that to seek counseling in their relationship. This is like serious.
I know what you mean.
So I think that that's one issue, because that to me that highlights other issues in the relationship.
Oh, I have that on here.
That highlights so many other issues. However, the flirting thing, because I am such a bubbly, bright person, and people always think that I'm.
Yeah, a lot of things can be considered.
They always think that I've gotten all of my exes. If you line them up, one of the first things they'll say about me is that I'm flirting. Yeah. And it's not even, most of the time it's not that I'm flirting. It's just that I'm just being nice. I love conversation. I love like hearing about people's lives. I love that kind of stuff. So when people are like, oh, she's flirting, it's like, no, I'm just being nice. Yeah. And if I'm flirting, you'll know. I have so many corny pickup lines. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. If I'm flirting, you're gonna know. Okay. So I think that it just like that kind of insecurity. Yes. That's what it is. That type of insecurity highlights so many other issues. If Mike posting a heart eye in my picture makes one of my significant others upset, that's a conversation.
She said one of them. She said one of my significant. Yeah.
My If someone I'm dating. If that makes them uncomfortable, then I think that's as opposed to being something necessarily brought on the platform. On the platform. That's a conversation about it.
So it highlights other weaknesses or other insecurities.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
Yeah,
because I know people think that you're a flirt, and I know that you get heart eyes.
I get heart eyes, but I'm also like I said, I'm also very, very friendly. I leave heart eyes. I leave heart eyes. I leave heart eyes under.
Because we know all.
Nakiya's pictures, I'll leave heart eyes under your pictures. Like I love to show love. Like I love to just give people like positive energy. Like you might not have think your picture was like that good, but then when you see all I want you to know like about being supportive. Being supportive and to support somebody. So it's just like I recently had to deal with that a lot, and it was really bad because
in
in my past relationship, I would have guys leave comments under my pictures, and I can't control that. I can't control who leaves heart eyes under my pictures or whatever. And then but then when it comes to like people that they're familiar with, it's like, why is he? And it's just like they're showing love, and even if you try to explain the relationship, and I feel like Nakiya said, it comes down to your trust and how you feel, secure within yourself. Because it's just like if you're coming to me with an issue, I don't have a problem with you addressing it as an issue. Like, well, why is this person doing this and that? And then if I come to you and I say, well, that's so and so, we're cool, it's not like that. If you trust me, then that should be the end of it. But it's so many people that have those insecurities that they can't handle it. And it's just like, for you to not follow your significant other on social media, I feel like that is a problem within your relationship. Because I should be able to see you, and I should be able to share your stuff. I want to be able to share your stuff. I want you to share my stuff. I want you to support me. If I got a picture and you like, damn, baby, that's fine, I want you to share that. Look at that. She's fine as hell. Like, and I think it's levels to it.
It's very much levels to it. Like I dated a Muslim guy for a few years.
We didn't see him on social media.
No.
We didn't see him.
And we dated for years. I'm talking like on and off for 7 years. And in that relationship, I learned a lot about modesty. So, as it relates to social media, I think that it's levels to it. Now, don't get me wrong. I think those things, it does highlight insecurities, but at the same time, I think you and your significant other should sit down and say, hey, this is what I will do, what I'm okay with, or this is what I'm not. Your comfort level. If you come to me like, hey, babe, I need you to show some modesty. Okay, well, what does that look like to you? What does modesty look like to you? Like, is it me dancing? Is it what I wear? Is it what I'm saying? What is it that you want to see? And so I think it's levels to tell me like, hey, I'm okay with this X, Y, and Z, but I'm not okay with X, Y, and Z. But as it relates to me, not as it relates to everybody else.
Exactly. You can't control what somebody put on your page.
Especially if we're going back to the first question, where you're not even on there.
Right.
I'm not even showing that. How are you even seeing that? It's great. I was in a relationship for a while before people knew I was in a relationship. I was also out of a relationship for a while before people knew I was out of a relationship. So nobody knows, what's going on and behind closed doors. So if they don't even know you exist, nobody's thinking like, oh, if I put a tongue on her picture, that they're gonna be like, oh, I can't do that. Like nobody's thinking that. So it's kind of it all goes right to me, to the relationship and where you guys are and what can be open lines of communication about what you're okay with and what you're not.
So what if we post some things and say, for instance, you're in a relationship, and again, so you're the person that's in a relationship, they're following you, you're following them. But what if like an ex posts like a quote or post a heart eye up under your picture? Should the person that you're with now, should they feel some type of way about that, or should they just be able to address it?
I got some reckless exes. Reckless exes. They just like come out of it, and I'm just like, my God. Like you gotta chill. You gotta chill. Ooh.
So you have to say something.
Yes, you can you could address them like personally, but then again, like when they first posted, I can't control what they're saying. Like I haven't talked to this man in 3 years.
Right.
Like he called me on a good day. And
Right.
The right thing. Like, I can't control. I didn't know he was gonna come out of nowhere.
Who knows that?
So it's like if my significant other felt some type of way about it, like I can address it, or I could just delete the comment. Like sometimes some things don't even need to be addressed. Like if they see that you didn't even like pay it no mind, most of the time people won't say it again. Like,
but that's not. We're talking like that's normal. But like I told you, I watch these shows and I watch divorce court all the time. And they'd be like, well, if, but you didn't say nothing to it, so, obviously you like the attention and you like that they were able to comment and still see what you had, and then the other person would be like, it don't matter to me, that's why I didn't say nothing.
Let's be honest, we all like a compliment.
Yes.
We all like a compliment.
Whoever it comes from.
Yeah, whoever it comes from.
Whoever it comes from.
We all enjoy a compliment. But I think it goes, sometimes it boils down to respect level. As it relates to your relationship, oftentimes it boils down to respect. Like, I've had to go places like, you gotta cheat. You got to cheat. Like, it's not okay. And I think that if you know me enough, you know that I'm having those conversations. Right. You know that I'm saying, like, you know that I'm going to address it. I don't have to address it on social media for it to be addressed. Yeah. You know?
You have to make a grand gesture.
Yeah, it's like you want me to go make a whole status like such and such. I don't have to. Right.
Shouldn't have to do that.
Nobody wants to put energy into it. Either
like Meg said, it's 2020. I ain't about to argue about twerking.
Okay. Let's see. What next question? Okay, so this is a good one. At what point do you address things that you've seen on social media? So say for instance, so say for instance that you have a friend and maybe like y'all are going through something and you feel like that a post or a tweet is like a sub tweet. You know, like, you know, do you address it? Do you like go to that person and be like, I know you was talking about me? Or do you address it up under, you know, the post, like have that same energy? You know, you on here posting and I know you're talking about me. Do we do that? Or, I mean, of course we know people that do that. But how do we feel about that? And I just dealt with that with no, not me personally dealing with it, but my niece and her best friend just got into it on social media. And I mean, and I'm telling them, like, first of all, whatever y'all got going on, like I'm telling this to my niece, like she's going to come around. Like you cannot expect for her not to be family to us because all of a sudden now y'all are beefed out. Yeah. And then the stuff that y'all saying to each other on social media, y'all will be talking in 2 weeks. Like why do that? And I mean, I don't understand like why we always necessarily go there. My best friend is Kyle. Where are you? My best friend is Kyle, and Kyle, in the past, he's not this way anymore. Because when he sees this, he's probably going to say, "You can at me." That's his favorite tagline. You can at me. You ain't got to subtweet me. But like once upon a time, like when you know we would get into it, something like that, I knew that when I woke up that next morning, it was gonna be a poster he was gonna put up there. I knew for a fact that was gonna be the case. So y'all go ahead. I didn't talk enough. What you got?
Like I feel like if we have a relationship and then we have a friendship where it's a friendship, first of all, nobody's gonna subtweet me unless we have a friendship. Okay, so and I feel like if we do have that friendship, then I would never address it underneath, because if we have a relationship, I'm gonna contact you directly. I don't have time to be, like you said, putting my business out there in a negative way on social media when, like, most likely I got your text. I could text you, I could DM you, I could do whatever I need. And if we're not like talking to each other at that point, then I'm gonna give you your space and I'm gonna let you have your moment, but I'm not gonna indulge in it because, like, I'm big on energy, and I'm big on giving myself into like negativity, negative things. So it's just like if I spoke my piece about something and you're still upset about that, I'm not gonna just continue to feed into it, because that's going back to like the relationship thing. Like I just had a situation where one of my past relationships went bad, and like that person tried to like say things about me on social media, and I had this Lord, I wanted to indulge in it, so that like, and at one point I did make like a sub post, but I was just like, my friends were like, no, don't.
Because it brings so much attention.
And it's just like, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. It is just like, for you to have gone to that measure when you could have texted me or called me, or that means that you really hurt and you really feeling some type of way, instead of being feeding into that and it just getting worse and more negative and everything. It's just like, you know what? It's just not. I'm not. Like, I'm not even gonna indulge in that. And if it's just like, if it's meant to be for us to be friends or us to connect or for us to communicate again, eventually we will. And if we don't, then we don't. And it's just like, I can wash my hands of it and know that I handled it the way that I feel like it should have been handled. And not indulging into that.
because it's easy to fall into, you know, especially when you feel like, when you're and then you feel like the person is lying, you know, that's the main part because
bring somebody next.
Yeah,
don't tell one side of the
story. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Like tell it all.
Yeah,
and that's normally what is missing when you see that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, it's like this person, even if y'all are at odds, this ain't just happened for no reason. Like something took place. Go ahead, Nakiya. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, you're good. Because I love what you guys are saying, and I just think that I don't disrespect our relationship. Like, you know, when if we're friends, like anybody who knows me knows, I do not use the word friend loosely. I will call a person, I will homegirl. I will homegirl you. That's my homeboy. And I do not use the word friend loosely. And I think I'm an only child, so people who are my friends are very close to me. They're more like siblings. And
I'm an only child, and they said the same thing too.
Yeah, like people are. If you're an only child, like your friends are like.
They say they really value that.
Yes,
like,
I value my friends. Like anybody who knows me knows that. Like I value my friends. Like I'm so appreciative of my friends. I consider them to be the reason for a lot of my growth because they hold a mirror up to my face often. So I appreciate it. So I value my friends. But anyway, so. Don't disrespect our relationship by putting it on social media because you just devalue our relationship, and that's how I feel about it. Like don't devalue our relationship. This is too good for a place like that. You have just opened it up and offered our friendship to everybody.
And then you see people comment like, "Yeah, girl, like you don't even that gets on my nerves."
I'm the kind of person. I don't know that if I do put something up there, and then even if me and my friends are if I do put something up, I can't honestly can't even think about it. But if I do put something up, and then I see somebody else comment on it, I'm gonna be quick to defend my friend, because this is my friend. So it's like don't even think that please don't like compare my friend.
Right.
Don't think so. Like let's not, because this is not the So I just think that, you know, it devalues a relationship.
Yes, it
devalues a friendship. Like it's not a place. It's just not a place for it. I hate seeing people who are genuinely friends.
Yes. Like, when you know that like y'all are really friends. A friend goes like,
and I'm actually good with something like that. Something like that now, where you know people. I hate when two people who are friends, and I see them and they have an argument, and they're talking to each other like it's a person on the street. I hate that. Do not talk to that person. Like, this is somebody who's your friend. You're gonna care. If tomorrow they left this world, or tomorrow they were no longer in your life, you're gonna care. So when you're arguing with that person, it should sound like that. Like I should be able to tell that this is somebody. I'm quick to I know when I'm mad, my mouth is. And so I'm the kind of person, if I'm really upset, I will back out of a situation. Like,
before you say something.
You know what? You about to piss me off. Actually, I'm pissed. So let's just talk about this another time. Because in a minute, I'm about to say something I probably don't mean. I'm about to hit below the belt, talk about your mama.
Because
your
that's
credit.
Stuff, like all that pops up in.
Yes.
Past stories that you done told me, like,
you know, I'm about to hit below the belt. So before I do that, let me exit the situation, let me think about it, and then come back. And I think when you put it on social media, like I said, you need value. It's like you got a brand new mink. I'm cleaning it now. It's like you got a brand new mink coat, and then somebody throw paint on it. It's like you just devalue that so much. You know what I'm saying? Like you did that to your friendship,
and then once you like dog it out on social media, and then you with them, then it's like, what's y'all just? So now y'all best friends again. You know that's everybody. So now
y'all it makes it hard. But for me, that's what makes it hard for me to trust that person.
Absolutely,
You know, like it's like, especially if, let's say, if you're not a really good friend, like I said, I have a couple people who are close to me who know my deepest, darkest secrets. Who I hope they'll never understand. So it's like, you know, if I told you something, you know, that I'm struggling with, that has hurt me or something, and then we get into an argument and you throw that up. It's like, I don't trust you no more.
I don't want to tell you anything.
I don't want to tell you anything.
And you think about what you tell that person.
And I was like, I can't look at at you the same. It's not, so when you put that stuff on social media, it's like, were you really my friend? Like, I don't think people realize they do it to be cute, or to hurt people.
And
I don't think you realize
that's the hurt part. When you have to question, like, because my friend wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
or you think about, like, I wouldn't do that to you. Even though you've done this to me, even now, I still wouldn't do that to you, because I would never want you to ever feel like that what we had in a friendship was fake or was. Again, I mean, even if we agree to never stop talking, the things that we have discussed or some of the secrets, they would never leave my mind, because you told me that because you believe that I would keep it that way, and when you have to question. When somebody questions your friendship, like that's to me that's one of the most hurtful things. It's one of the most hurtful because
and you allow people to question your friendship. That has happened to me before. If I've ever once called you my friend, ever, especially a close friend, if I ever once called you a close friend, I'm never gonna go around talking bad about you. You can yell me through the mud, but I'm not. That's not who I am. I'm not built like that. You know, like I would hope that my being stands on its own, and that I don't have to worry about it. It's been so many times where people have dragged me through the mud to somebody else, and then that person got to know me, and they're like, "Hey, you know, told me X, Y, Z about you," and I didn't even right. I'm like,
yeah. I told you when we were in Atlanta for Jaria's birthday, and I told you. So for those of us who went to Central State, one of Nakiya exes, who was Mr. Central State, I'm not going to say the name, but he was Mr. Central State. He had gotten into a new relationship, and someone who I really, to this day I still like the person, but he went and he said something about Nakiya's ex, and for what we know, like Nakiya and that ex hadn't talked. We didn't even know if they were friends. We didn't know if they, and
we weren't friends.
Okay, good. And so a person,
cool,
so a person like just put a whole bunch of stuff out there, and even if it was true, it just wasn't your responsibility or you shouldn't put it out there. And when I saw how Nakiya defended this person, not defended him to say that this stuff isn't true, she just said, like, why would you do that? Like, why would you cause hurt to somebody like that? And then on this social media platform, which turned out for him to like lose a lot of things that he was working on at the time.
And it's just not cool. Like, and I would hope that any friendship, I'm gonna defend. Like, anybody who I once loved or considered a friend, like care for, like I'm gonna defend. I'm going to, and not to say I have to take them, because sometimes I won't. But certain things, it's like, you know, if I ever once considered you friend and I see something happening that I don't necessarily agree with, I'm gonna be like, you know, and we don't have to be cool. I think people think that when you're not friends, that automatically makes you enemies. And it does not. I'm the kind of person, when I'm done with something, I'm just going. You know, it's not like a good or a bad. It's just right for me. Let me get the hell on. And you know, but that doesn't mean that I feel some type of way about it. So don't do that. Don't devalue don't devalue a relationship. Don't devalue.
Because at one point y'all cared for each other. Exactly. It's like, how you gonna try to talk negatively or dog somebody, and it's just like you want to really love and care for that person. Like, this is your homie at one point.
Like, how could you even do that?
So it's just like, was the relationship or the friendship or whatever the situationship was it ever genuine or was
and then
it
on
real?
social media, I keep saying it, but on social media,
those people, like in that situation, you have that person who probably don't have a leg to stand on, who probably don't, you know, like who probably is giving out information that they don't know anything about, and they're coming on something that they don't know.
Like behind it is real hurt. That y'all think is funny. Like y'all think it's tea. It's real hurt.
So it's like, if I put something there about my friend, obviously I'm really, really angry. And so there's like, now I'm allowing other people. So it goes back to stop allowing other people into your shit.
Yes. Okay.
I should have got this.
I got mango. I guess that's another plug. Dexter
My espresso is good. This is espresso, but
I have mango pomegranate.
Yeah,
it was really good. Next thing is, so does likes and does that equal like real support? And this hits home me because I feel like my stuff. Like if you're my friend and I know that you see it, like myself. And especially when I see that you liking everybody else's and you comment on everybody else's stuff, but like we close.
Hater.
And
Like secret hater.
But I hate to call it that because like I would still consider them friends, you know, and I wouldn't throw that away for that. But it does make me look at that like what is going on, you know?
I definitely agree with what you're saying, but I've been on the receiving end of that. Been that friend who I guess was not doing the liking or whatever.
Yeah.
But and so what I told my friend is like, if we're genuinely friends, which I told you how I feel about friends, bring it to my attention. Especially if you're doing something like what Mike is doing, bring it to my attention, because a lot of stuff goes unnoticed. Like the way I handle my social media is like I have levels to my social media. Like Twitter is probably where I'm the most
reckless. Yeah. Because you can be.
And then Instagram is like my mid-grade, and Facebook is like most of the time I'm talking about something political.
Yeah.
But so,
I think that's how we all use it. Yeah.
So, but bring it to my attention because I can easily overlook it, and you let me know like, hey friend, I'm posting this because it's boom, or I have this business, or then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna make it more of my business to make sure that I am doing it, regardless of and for the most part, most of my friends do amazing things. Like most do amazing things, so it's like most time it's something that I am gonna bite. And I am gonna be like, so bring it to my attention, let me know you're doing it so that I can support. Don't just be mad at me if I'm just not. I'm very busy, so like all of us are. A lot of us have a lot of things going on. And so, bring it to my attention before you don't just pull away and don't say nothing. Let me know.
Can you post mine? Can you repost this?
And so, but that's my problem though, because I feel like in certain things, like I shouldn't have to ask you.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to bring it to your attention.
But sometimes, like you said, sometimes it's just like you look over things. Sometimes I might miss something, and it's not intentional.
And not all the stuff you do on a daily basis. Think about all the stuff you do on a daily basis. At one point, this probably sounds awful, but at one point in my life, I literally had to put people on I don't want to say a schedule, but of me reaching out to certain friends, I literally had to put on my schedule make sure I check on this person. And it didn't make it disingenuous, but at the same time, it reminded me hey, don't forget your friends. We get so caught up in our what we're doing and our goals, and who we are. We get so caught up in that you can't forget. So I understand what you're saying. Why should I have to ask? But it's because on a day-to-day basis, I'm just trying to not suck in a I'm just trying not to suck. So
not to suck.
So it is easy for me to forget, and it to be not, and there's no malice behind my forgetting. It's just that's what it is. So bring it to my attention, and you should. There's no shame in it. I think people feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I have my friend, or I don't feel like I'm begging for that. But if you're my friend, I'm gonna know you're not begging. I'm gonna know. I'm not gonna take it like that. Exactly. So tell me. There's no shame in that.
And then maybe too, I think too, because as we discussing this question, I'm looking at again a lot of you guys social media things, and you guys both have really strong friendships. You have you have a solid group, you have a solid group of friends, and y'all friends, y'all support each other. Y'all see, you see up under the pictures, they be rooting each other on, and about everything. Or about the smallest thing, and people are vulnerable, and you guys go on. Yeah, you go on, and you say you say those things. So, I don't know. Us with men, we kind of overlook a lot of things because we try to brush a lot of stuff off. I have been learning as I got to this 30 age. The importance of men showing emotion, and that it doesn't make you any less of a man, it doesn't make you any less strong as a man and as a black man, because and this will go on to another topic, but just with black men period, we were kind of told or taught to be a certain way. You don't show that, you don't cry, and one of them.
That's why you feel that's why you don't want to ask.
Yeah.
Hey.
As one of the main things I do with my son, I remember when I was younger and I would cry, my mom or whoever, other men would say don't cry like a girl. I would never say that to
Which
my
is
son.
insulting.
Yes, it is.
Right.
It is. Oh yeah,
whole
she's
nother
like a
topic.
feminist, and yeah, women's all the way.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that. I think I had another question, and we're actually going to get ready to close up because I mean these topics can go on and on and on.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Okay. So one of the posts was, and this will be our closing. This will be our closing question. So a lot of the times we feel like people say, you know, you don't put your relationship or you don't put those things that you care about on social media because it breaks it down. So I say that to say, like, you know how when you have people who have expressed their love or expressed their whatever gratefulness on social media to whatever situation, and then the question was that it can still mean as much to you because you put it on social media, and that social media is not what broke that foundation. Like social media, just because you put it on social media and it got a little attention, that is not the reason that it didn't last, or that's not the reason that, because I feel like a lot of times, like you hear like when you think of the reality TV show and they'll say like don't go on reality TV if you're in a relationship because you probably won't be in a relationship anymore. Do y'all feel that that kind of like ties into social media some, or do you think that you can understand why people say that, or?
With all of these topics, I think it all goes back to your personal responsibility. Like I was just having a similar conversation a couple of days ago with my friends in our group chat, and we were talking about people were saying like social media makes them feel a certain type of way about themselves, and I was like, you have to be responsible about your social media. Like you have to watch what you consume. Like if you know that what's on there is or it makes you feel a type of way, or you find yourself comparing, like I've cleaned up my social media. Because it's like I want to monitor. Most of the people I follow are fashion blogs. Like I follow a lot of inspirational things that women empowerment stuff like that. And then it's like my friends and family. So you have to watch what you consume. And I think it goes in a relationship. That's the same thing. If you know big booty girls gonna throw you off your square. You should stop following. Maybe you should just pick a couple.
Right.
And go with them. This is my favorite big booty girl. You know, pick a couple.
Shout out to Delicious.
Shameless plug.
So you know, if that's gonna throw you off your square, follow a couple of them and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just have a slew of bad. Bad bitches. Too late. But don't just have a slew of bad bitches. On your timeline.
Just have a few.
Just a little sprinkle. Everything in moderation. Like, or if it's something like, if you know that you're gonna compare, if you're trying to start a business and you know that you're gonna keep comparing yourself to other people or whatever, or if you're trying to wait or anything, you can't see those people and not responsibly consume
absolutely.
Get off of it. You know what I'm saying? Or stop doing it, or clean it up. Like, people think like, oh man, social media is good for me. Social media, but when you get that report on Monday, you've been on social media for 9 hours.
Right.
So it's like, you have to watch what you consume. It goes back to being responsible. Like everything in my there are times when I will completely remove myself from social media for months. When it's like something that I need to focus on because I know this is going to take me off my square. It goes back to knowing yourself and being responsible with what you can consume, what you can deal with that. Because social media can be a lot.
Yes, it can.
Like we've learned that in the last couple of weeks. This corona. Oh my God. Rest. Me out.
This is current time, people.
Everything is corona.
So I'm just like, I'm so tired of this. It's like I'm gonna live my life. I'm booking these flights for sure. So it's like you don't know whether I don't know whether to panic, whether to not panic, worry about your family, worry about so you have to be responsible of what you're consuming, and that's everything. Like you have to be responsible of what you let into your body. Like, one thing I try not to do, or that I'm actually getting back to, is like for a long time, for months, I would not get on social media for like the first 3 hours of the day. So I wake up at 6 45,
Yes.
I'm not getting on social media to 10, 30.
Yeah.
You know, like my first few
I've
hours
done
of the
that
day,
before, too.
Because it will literally
Yes.
put you in a bad headspace.
Yes.
As soon as they alarm clock roll over, they pick up their phone, boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
boom.
Yep.
And it's like this has now dictated your
Yes, it has.
your mental for the day. You know, now all day you think it's a big booty hole.
Yep.
Like no, and now
Where you could have put something else in this.
yes,
Yeah.
you could have, you know, and especially when it comes to relationships, if y'all already having issues, maybe big booty holes shouldn't be the first.
Yeah.
You know,
Or maybe your big booty hole should be.
you know, for me it's bald and beard. So if I know my man not bald and beard, you know, or you know, my significant other booty ain't that big. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe
He's gonna roll over and look at him like,
maybe I should look at some tips on communication.
Right.
You know, if I am gonna consume something first thing in the morning, be something that fuels your spirit, not deplete.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Social media it should not dictate anything that you have going on. What you got?
I mean, it's just like how Nakiya said, it's kind of like a diet. It's kind of like you only can
Very
take
much so.
in like what you like really need. You can, and sometimes when you know that it's just you really have to be in a certain mental space to handle a lot of things on social media, and it's just like relationship wise and just like you said your goals wise, like because I've been at a spot in my life where like wasn't where I wanted to be, and it's just like, you know, sometimes if you're not in a place where you want to be in life, and then you see all these people talking about something, well, I got this, and I got that, and I got that. That can really do something to
And
your
not that you're
mental.
hating. It's just like,
It's just
when is my time?
It's a natural thing.
It's so
Yeah.
natural. People think that that's like not to cut you off, but that's very natural to feel like that. It's very natural to see other people winning and be like, damn, like that's a natural feeling.
Yes, it is.
People try to make you feel bad about it, but no, that's natural.
No,
And you can still be happy.
Right,
for that person.
and that's when you gotta like really, like that's when you really have to take a step back, because if you are just so negative when you see those things, you gotta start looking for things yourself, because it's just like we shouldn't be mad at another person for succeeding. You should look at that person as motivation, like okay, like I went to school with this person, like
You don't know what they did to get there.
and it's just like all of us have our own stories.
Yes.
We've been through so much individually, so it's just like just because you're at a spot where people might not necessarily think like, oh, that's a good place to be in, but it's just like you don't know where I'm at.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I'm happy to be in this
And
spot.
nobody posts their losses.
No.
Right.
Post their losses.
You know, you might have a little moment where they like, look, a moment of transparency, and you like, you know, I came from this and that, but like a lot of time, like you said, a lot of people don't talk about their losses, so you don't know. You just see the good, the glitz, and the glamour. But it's just like us as people, we've been through so many things, and it's just like you really gotta have a certain mind frame to consume that shit every day. And like you said, if you waking up and you rolling over and you looking at that, and like the first thing you see is somebody being positive, I'm like,
Yeah.
it really puts you.
It's 9 o'clock. Anybody
And now
not
you are
happy?
here for the rest of the day.
Right, now you mad. Now your day spent hate.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason.
Reason at all.
Like no, start your day with some positive shit. Like,
It's so unfortunate. I mean, because to me, social media has a lot of benefits. And I believe it has more benefits than not so much benefits. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but you know, versus the latter. And if you use it, the good outweighs the bad. And if you use it correctly, or if you are surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded, or people who are not like-minded and where you want to get to, that's what you should consume yourself with. And a lot of the times we put so much emphasis and so much importance on social media, but we put the importance on the wrong things. We put the importance
give it
on
more credit.
Yes, absolutely. Social media ain't making your man cheat. Your man is just cheating. Social media ain't turning your girl into a thought. She's just a thought. Like that's just what it is. Yeah, you know. And I think, you know, once you decide what you want to deal with and what you do not want to deal with, that's all up to you. But like Nakiya said, and Boo Boo was actually saying, I got confused from the camera. But I mean, it all comes down to yourself, and it all comes down to your morals and your values. A lot of times, I think people, they lose, or they think that social media, you kind of lose all your morals and your values. Like I remember when you say, Twitter, you can be a little more extravagant. And me too. On Twitter, I can be a little bit more extravagant.
Really?
Twitter is really good for like those quick punchlines.
Especially if you're like, oh my God.
And TV shows.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
The Good Doctor.
Like Twitter.
Y'all watch The Good Doctor?
No.
No, like I need to see
like The Good Doctor.
Yeah.
That's the one.
With the special needs doctor.
He's autistic.
Yeah.
I did.
I watched a couple episodes.
I did watch those.
Yeah.
Good show.
It is a good show.
Never watched it. It's a good show.
I watched a couple episodes with my wife, and she would watch it. Yeah, my wife. But so social media can for sure aid you in a lot of beneficial factors in your life. But it's all up to you. The social media laws, I would say, is just kind of the common things. Do unto others as they do unto you. No, as you want them to do unto you. Like, put out positivity. Put out my girl Cynthia Bailey, love and light. Love and light. That's what she said.
That's why she like that. Yeah.
Love and light. And you have to understand that everybody is not going to always agree and like with what you say, and you have to be okay with that.
Yep.
It's not. Of course, again, like we can go back to the beginning where we say, we don't want. People say the statement that I don't care what nobody think of me. To a certain extent, you do, and you should. And you should. So I'm going to hand it over to one of my co-hosts, whoever they want to go to. They can say their closing thoughts. They can say some of the things they got coming up. If you want us to follow you on social media to see some of the stylish, some of their stylish stuff that they be wearing. And I swear Nakiya has a pair of glasses to go with every outfit. This one she has a mean two-piece or a mean two-piece, mean stomach showing.
And this new haircut?
Yeah.
Living.
So, whoever wants to go, you guys can go and give any information or anything that you have coming up that you would like people to know about. And I'll make sure that I post it too once I post the video.
Just for closing, always just remain yourself. Like if whatever you put on social media, just make sure that it's staying authentic to you. And like we said, you have to do in moderation. What you put out there, that's your brand, like you said. So you can't put out things where you don't expect people to give feedback. That's what social media is. It's social media. Like it's social media. Like you're going to get feedback. You're going to have people say things or whatever, but you have to just get into your mind frame where it's either you can't say that you don't care. Like you stated. You do, and we all care, but it's just like you kind of gotta be in that mind frame where it's just like when the comments or the concerns or whatever start coming in, like how do you handle it? How do you digest it? How do you take it in your diet? And it's just like you can't let it control you. You can't let it consume you. And if you know that you need to take a break from it, then take a break from it. If you know that in a relationship, like social media, like you gotta have a social media conversation with your partner, you have that conversation. You have to communicate. Again, it's social media. Like that's the whole purpose of it all, is to communicate and to have open communication, have open conversation, like we're doing now about it. And so I myself just try. I post what I like, and I'm all about the whole. I'm not gonna say feminist movement because I feel like all true feminists are not for us, black women, women of color. So I'm all about empowering women. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't consider myself to be necessarily a feminist.
Yeah, because when the feminist movement comes around, some of these women are there for themselves. They're not for all women. So when I post things or when I receive love, it's all genuine. Like I show Nakiya love under her post. I show people like that I haven't even seen in like 5-6 years. I have social media friends that I barely even talk to in person, but we have such a connection and an energy on social media. It's such a yes girl, yes, you know what I'm saying? It's so much love. So it's just like if people were to go about social media in that realm more so than this negative, it would be so much stronger, and it wouldn't be seen as such a negative entity, you know. And I think that's what we need to focus on, is just loving on one another, and encouraging and supporting each other. And I feel like it could be such a bigger thing instead of being so negative all the time, and it'll be so much better.
Yes, I agree. Just to follow you or anything?
You can follow me.
You don't know your tag?
I don't know my tag so long.
I'll post it.
He'll post it, because it's Nakiya IG. It means clock. Okay, for everybody who wants to know what my Instagram, because I changed my Instagram because it was Honey Boo Boo. People call me Boo Boo for the longest in college. And I kind of wanted, with the haircut and with everything, I needed a new, I wanted to step into something else. So it means cloud walker in Portuguese. And it's a person who goes outside the box, and who lives in their own creativity, so it's just not being consumed to a box. I don't like to be boxed in. I'm an Aries, and that's one thing that we hate. I hate being just seen as I'm kindergarten. I'm this. I'm a painter. I'm creative. I do all these different things, and I don't like to be boxed in. So that's what it means. Cloud walker, a person who lives in their own space and their own imagination, and makes their own, makes their own.
That just makes me so much more now.
Because I know everyone's like, what is your name?
I thought it was Nefertiti something.
I did. Right. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's the whole meaning behind it. I recently talked to Carmelita, and we were talking about how sometimes when women come into this new space in their life and they cut their hair, and then they, the clothes start getting a little and I feel like I came within that, and so that's what I wanted to come with, a new change with my name and the haircut and everything, because for the longest I was in a place where I didn't like, and we're coming out of
I heard some stories,
so coming out of a place where I didn't like, and I felt like it wasn't positive, I wanted to just shed all of that. I wanted to shed my old little identity, my name, and shed the hair, and just shed the insecurities and all the expectations, and I can't say necessarily 100% of what people thought, but I was tooling in my head about what people thought, and now I really just
the best part about it is I feel that, from your social media, everything you're saying now, I feel
the progression.
I feel that from you, and it's for me, as a woman, it's empowering, dang, look at that, look at that, look at that blossom, look at that grow, right, because it's just I feel with seeing myself, and shout out to some of our other CSU alumni, Carmelita, Anita, coming out of public relationships, and you too, and coming out of public relationships and not even trying to badger anybody, trying to talk bad about anybody, but just blossoming into just doing you.
Into
unapologetic.
Right. And it's just I'm not doing it to be I'm not doing it to throw it at anybody's face, but it's just I want you to see that you don't have to live in the darkness, and you don't have to be afraid of what people. Oh dang! If I post this, what are they gonna think? They saw me with this situation. Now I'm in a whole other situation. Just do you, sis. Just do you, and at the end of the day, it'll turn out so much better.
Absolutely.
So, for me, I think that, well, I already said a lot of things that I wanted to say, so I'll just say it. So, yeah, ditto. But for me, I think it's just about, I talk a lot about knowing yourself. Like, that is big for me. Huge for me. I think people should take the journey of getting to know yourself. Like, I think that after every big event in your life, whether it's a graduation, a new job, a move, a relationship, getting into a relationship or getting out of a relationship, like, I think you should take the time that it takes to reintroduce yourself to yourself. And I think that there's a process in that. And it's not always easy. It's definitely not easy. Because sometimes you're going to find things that you don't necessarily like about yourself, and you're going to find things that are amazing that you want to expand upon. And I think that it's okay for your social media to reflect that.
Yes.
I think we oftentimes have a really hard time with being transparent.
Yes.
Like, I will tell a stranger my deepest, darkest secret if I think that they're going to grow up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think we are more alike than we are different.
Yeah.
And I think if you share those things with people who you care about, people in your circle, or people who need it, you do yourself a service by doing that. And so I would hope that that's what my social media is a reflection of. And that's what I want it to be a reflection of. But so know yourself, definitely know yourself. Like, take this opportunity to know yourself and in that, but just be responsible.
Or just like the steps to get into learning.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to just be at the point where you completely know yourself, but start
I don't
taking
believe
those.
that you ever will.
Yeah, right. Because you're always changing.
Right.
But at least 90%.
Yeah.
At least 90%.
Start taking those steps to.
I live my life in an 80-20 type of thing. So at least 80%, you should know at least 80%.
I like that.
You know, I do 80. I use the 80-20 on almost everything. The 80-20 rule on almost everything. Like, just really knowing yourself. And so, get to know yourself. That's one thing. And then your social media will evolve after that. And then the only other thing is be responsible. Be responsible with how you utilize it. Be responsible with your brand, protecting who you are, because you are a brand, regardless of if you own anything. You don't like you yourself are a brand. So be responsible with what you're consuming, and be responsible with what you're putting out.
Absolutely.
So those are our biggest things. My name on Instagram is.
That's the one you want. Yeah.
My name on Instagram is I.am.keech, Keech. Yeah, Keech is my profile gave me that name. It was actually an interesting thing, but yeah. So and I just kind of, it was one of those things where it's like something that's not necessarily happy that you turned into, like, you know, and I adopted it, and I was just like, okay, yeah. So yeah, all my sayings call me Keech or whatever. So I really just appreciate that. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's it. But yeah, those are all my things about social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, I will put their Instagram handles, and I'll just leave Instagram. Of course, you can follow me at everything Uncle Mike or Uncle Mike 63. I'll have everything posted in the video description. This has been another amazing episode. I want to thank everybody who submitted questions. I want to thank you all for liking the pictures, for being interested in what I even have to say, along with my co-host, because that's a big responsibility. A lot of people can talk and nobody wants to listen to them. So to be able to want to talk and people want to listen, I count it as a huge blessing, and I count it as a huge privilege, and I thank you for that. So that is the end of Let's Talk About It. You can follow us again. Well, look up the hashtag. When I sign if it stays. Look up the hashtag for sure, and you'll be able to find all of the content, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I'm on all of those. And just follow your Uncle Mike. And remember that if no one has told you that they love you today, Uncle Mike loves you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.